By and large, we live in the dark ages when it comes to transgender issues in higher education.
There's breakfast on these first two seats, water, bananas, and granola bars.
Today is our effort nationally to look at what are trans issues on our campuses. For the last 10 years, Campus Pride has had an evolution as an organization on understanding transgender individuals, thinking about the non-binary students that exist on our campuses. And so we wanted to have a day of justice for trans people to really dig deep and think about what does that justice look like.
It's rooted in a desire to maintain one's belief about oneself as being an inclusive person and not a rigorous investment in social justice.
How can we be in solidarity as cisgender people with trans people, but also what are the stories of our trans people who are here?
So I identify as a non-binary trans woman of color, woman spelled with a Y. And being in student government, I find myself in a really privileged position as to position of power on campus, being the only out trans person who's not even the trans narrative that everyone thought was the only narrative. It's really hard to navigate that in a white-led campus.
And so we've had some amazing discussions, and we're all in that moment of learning and growing as a campus community.
Recognizing that the transgender community has to be spoken about, we have to engage about, we have to find solutions.
How do you approach trying to work with LGBT specific groups that are so willing to leave you out?
There are non-binary students that we don't even think about. And we are equipping young people to go back to their campuses to create change, to implement policies, programs and practices that are LGBT inclusive.
College is also a business, that institution is a business, and it has money and chooses where to invest its money. When you all think about where you put your funds as organizations, where you all think about where you put your time and resource and energy into what books you bring in, what classes you advocate for, what teachers you advocate for, that is how you speak with your money.
Today on our college campuses, we still rely on our LGBT students to do the educating, to do the teaching, right? We put the responsibility for a safe learning environment on the backs of those students. And so our camp is about investing in a student to go back and create the institutional commitment, to talk to their administrators, to work with their administrators, in hopes that one day that college campuses will be able to have the policies, the programs, the practices that they need to be responsible.
When you ask if I'm a boy or a girl, all I really hear is that you think I am beautiful. And you want to know if that makes you straight or gay. These are not questions I can answer for you.